Homestead. I'm your boy Reaper. Today is Monday, April the 20th, 420. It is currently 47 degrees. The high today is supposed to be 76. The low is supposed to be 47. Um, it is a 10% chance of rain today. Today, you know, first of all, we're going to check the garden like we do first thing in the morning. And I have, wait, I'm showing myself. Let's see if we can turn this way. Have an electric chainsaw, and we're going to try to get some work done to the beds. I did not get any work done to the beds over the weekend. Um, we did the farmers market on Saturday. It was our first time going this year. Had a good time. Had a really good time. It was good to be back. Made a few sales. Met a few new people. Re-met some old people. It was pretty good. Gotta stop saying old too. Lipper Ripper. We're gonna go ahead and start straightening some things out. Like, stand this back up. Oh, you know what? I did not water the garden yesterday. I did not. Do I want to do that this morning? You know what? Yeah, I think we're gonna do that this. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. As you see, we have like a little wind tunnel through here. Wind blows down all the trees. Oh, this thing got thorns on it. The lemon tree. All right. Go over the pomegranate tree, little dude. All right. Stand up, baby. All right. Since we out here, since we're in Fallen Pines, close to the outer rim, we will. Don't push no buttons. We'll go ahead and go out to the outer rim and see what's going on. My bad. I'm moving kind of quick. My bad. Let me slow down. Let's slow down. I'm pretty sure this kiwi don't like this. Need to get that banana mint out of there. I have to watch some videos on mole bears about how do you, what's the word? How do you prune mole bears from max production? I gotta look that up because we haven't had any bears. This tree, we've only had it for just going on the third season. It's gotten bigger. It's had small little starts of mole bears, but nothing that finished. Even some of the cuttings, when I took the cuttings, started producing little mole bears. But I have to do some research on that because I don't know what I'm doing. Just put it in the ground and see what happens. Yeah, this fig is looking a little droopy. It's probably thirsty. All right, this little olive tree is small, not as big as its counterpart over in the corner over there. But we're gonna see. Let's see what the squash is doing over here. Yeah, squash is looking good. That nasturtium. Okay, we lost one. We did lose one yellow squash. Yeah. Okay, both spaghetti squash still living. That's a spaghetti squash. That's a spaghetti squash. The rest of them are yellow squash. All right. These peppers don't too much pepper this chilly weather. All right, everything's looking good. These are some peppers. These are, what's the word I'm looking for? Reclaimed. These are ones we dug up last season and overwintered. These some overwintered peppers. And some other peppers. Zucchini, another nasturtium, bell peppers. All right, let's keep moving. Boy, it is cold out here today. I am not barefoot this morning. It's damp out here too. I can do cold or I can do wet. I don't really care for cold and wet. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some of these tomatoes looking a little blind. Some of them look a little. That looks alright. Wrong color. That one, I don't think it's gonna make it. But we'll replant. And I also have to tell myself that this spot here, I have to I have to temper my expectations. The only thing we've ever grown out here is okra. That's it. So this is its second season in use, and the soil is not where it should be, where it needs to be. So I try not to get too down on the spot, especially considering we ain't really doing a whole lot with it. Other than adding compostable materials, trying to keep the ground covered and treating it with the Korean natural farming and Jadam inputs. But okay, look at somebody come look at it. Is that? I think that comfort might be growing the seeds like it's putting up a head. Let's see what happens with that. All right, let's check out these blackberries. Y'all looking pretty good. Oh yeah, blackberry. Let me see if I can zoom in on some of these flowers. Y'all can kind of see what I'm seeing. Starting to have some flower formation, some berry formation. Like, man, my finger finna mess all this up. I'm not even doing it. But yeah, the berries are starting to form. So I guess that in a few weeks we'll have berries. Let me zoom back up. Zoom in. Can I zoom out? That's not the way. Let me go the other way. There we go. There we go. All right. Blackberries are looking good. Looking good, baby. Y'all looking all right. Look at that. We got new growth. If you don't know how blackberries grow, you get berries on second year canes. So the ones in the back grew last year, and now we getting berries this year. And as we get berries from the canes from last year, we get new canes from this year to give us berries next year. So once you, it's easy to identify the older canes from the newer canes, especially once you see them and start to get used to them. Once you see them, like this thing is hit, it's hard, it's lignified. That's hard. This thing here is super simple. I mean super supple. It'll bend. So so as the new canes grow this year, we're gonna put them all on one side of the trellis, which is be this side. So then next year we'll harvest from this side, just like this year we're gonna harvest from this side mostly. We'll harvest from this back side over here. And doing it that way keeps the center open. Sunlight gets down through the middle, and airflow. That's just the way I do it. All right, got more strawberries. That's some strawberries. Some strawberries. As you can see, the grass is not playing. All right. Look at that. Bird got the strawberry. That's all right though. But looky Linda. We have starting to get blueberries. Blueberries are starting to form. I mean, they're starting to turn blue. I don't see. That's a couple of them. But y'all probably can't. Let's see if we can zoom in on these little berries starting to turn. Bro, this thing would not let me zoom today. Oh, don't zoom in on that part. Go behind it. Look past it. So the blueberries are starting to turn blue. Exciting. Exciting times. Exciting times. So that's cool. So I probably go ahead and I need to grab the other net to put over this one, because this one's gonna start turning blue. These are gonna start turning blue as well. Oh, I'm assuming they're not the same variety, but I'm excited. I'm excited. I was hoping I had a blue one this morning. That's purple. Oh, bro, too much sun. Too much sun, son. Oh, there we go. Y'all can kind of see it starting to turn colors. All right, look at it. Somebody come look at it. Somebody come look at these berries. That's a nice size berry. Somebody come look at this. Somebody let this chunk grow berries. Good deal. Things looking good. All right, let's keep moving. Oh, we got the grape. The grape is, it's graping. It's doing some things. I need to, you know what? I have what I need with me. Let's do some work on this. Um, Now there's some work that needs to be done to this grape. For one, I need to remove this because it's dead. It's connected. But this is also providing stabilization to this top wire. Oh, this is finally long enough to reach the top wire. We're going to tie this to the top wire so it's not flapping around in the wind and getting broken, because this is definitely a wind tunnel through here. And there are also some other maintenance that needs to be done down here. This needs to come off, and the one down here needs to come off. I think I'm going to wait to pull them off though, because I'm gonna see if I can get them to propagate, and I'm not prepared for that in the moment. And then I think these two we're gonna let stay, because this one we're gonna try to get to go up to the wire and go around to the left. This one to the right, and then as this one gets longer, we're gonna cut the top off. And once we cut the top off, it's gonna force the plant to grow laterally. And then once it grows laterally, you know, that's what we're looking for. Another little bit, baby. Let's see what we have. Oh, we didn't check these strawberries up here. We didn't see how the strawberries were going. You know what? We're gonna need to let's talk about some strawberries for a minute. These are what I call these are alpine strawberries. And as they put off berries, after they start or while they start putting off berries, they start to produce runners. These are runners. They're just little, I would say veins, vines that come from the plant that will produce another baby plant. So they start off like this. They get bigger. This is going to touch the ground and it's going to root and becomes a new plant. Once it's taken root and starts to show signs of growth, you can cut this main umbilical cord from the main plant, and that's how you end up with baby strawberries, more strawberries. That's an alpine strawberry, just like those up there, those right there, and right up in there, those are sequoia. And then these are Chandler strawberries. They make a weird shaped berry. They make a berry that's kind of like square on the end. It's a pretty plant though. Pretty plant. And if I cover it, we'll actually get a chance to eat more of the berries. Because all we doing right now is feeding nature. Feeding nature. All right. Oh, bro, it's chilly out here, man. Sirs. It's cold, Charlie. Charlie's cold. All right, right here is our brush pile of limbs that we're gonna end up chipping into some wood chips. We have a duck that lives in here. I don't know what time she leaves, but she usually comes back home close to sunset. I've been out here and I've seen her. She's in there somewhere. She lives in there somewhere. I also saw a rabbit going there one time. All right, let's see what else we have. Up here by the herb garden. We have hibiscus. We got some mint that we trimmed the tops of. It was starting to get long and lanky, so we harvested the mint, and it's just gonna regrow. More hibiscus, oregano, parsley. We have some strawberries. Some strawberries. All right. Mullein is looking good. Look at somebody come look at this. Look at the thyme. The thyme's looking good. The thyme has flowers on it. I don't think I've ever really noticed a flower. Good deal. Lemon thyme, chamomile, echinacea, pineapple sage looking good. Lemon balm, mugwort, yarrow with the white flowers. Back corner we have rosemary, and this beauty is red mullein. And that's regular garden sage. We gotta do some weeding in this bed as well. Some weeding. Probably go ahead and add some compost to it. And we're gonna remulch. And by we, I mean me. And we have more strawberries. Y'all can see up in here, these strawberries. It's a bunch of strawberries up in here. Oh man, so I thought I had some breakfast. Let's see. You ain't all the way ready though, bro. On something eating on you. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? I didn't mulch these berries either though. I didn't. They are looking good. Y'all just showing out. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all looking good. All right, man. Let's move around. Let's move around. Need some compost. Always putting y'all in the sun. My bad. Compost beans are looking composty. I need to adjust this because this is making me hold this. Let's put it at this weird angle and see if that helps. I think so. That might be a little bit better. So it looks like the levels are dropping. I mean, that makes sense. That's supposed to happen. We'll add more leaves and stuff. Try not to add too much of this pine straw. It takes forever to break down being the reason. All right, all right, all right. Morning, babies. How y'all doing? Look at these strawberries. Oh, look at them strawberries. They're looking really good. Good job, little sequoias. In this bed, we have grapes growing, not intentionally, but yet and still, they've come back every year. It's like the second season, third season, that they've come back. All right. Over here, we have peppermint, some kale, and some green onion. It's time to turn that mint. I need to come out here and make some FPJ. I need some fermented plant juice, and I guess I can definitely use this mint, the mint in this bed, as well as the mint in that bed. Hey yo, what's good? It's being Xy, Ben Xy, Ben X. Right here we have Ginger Island. The ginger has not popped yet. We are waiting for it to pop. Well, we're gonna wait to see if it will pop. I hope it will. I should have rooted it in the house, and then brought it up like I did that one. Hey yo, what's good, Joker? Yeah, like that one. That one we started in the house. It's been in the garage growing for a long time, honestly. Should have done the rest of them. The rest of them were like right up in this area. I just dug them up, separated them, let the calluses dry out for a week or two, and then I just spread them all out through here in one line, about a foot and a half apart. I ain't measured. It just looked right. Some more strawberries, and then right here we have. I think that's a Cosmo. That's a baby, a volunteer Cosmo. And I don't know what this here is. I need to look it up to see. I ain't finna touch it because it got like 3 leaves on it. It might be poison ivy I ain't familiar with, or young poison ivy. I don't want that on my hand. Shasta daisies, another grape growing back there. Clear sage, oregano, or oregano. We have grapes on the fence. That's what I need to be doing with the sun on my back. That looks beautiful. Grapes on the fence. Let's see what they're. Oh, look at Linda. So look at Linda. We're gonna have a few grapes this year. I'm so excited. This vine is different than the one that's out in the back. The three out in the back, left, center, and right. These came from the right. It should be a flame grape, a flame seedless, a red flame, something to that effect. So we're gonna see what they do. Kale is looking good. The garlic is looking good. Look at here. We had one garlic chive to survive. Now, granted, it's more than one stem up in here, but it's just part of one plant, and it's going to seed. I like it. Let it drop some seed in there. Hopefully, we have more baby garlic chives up in there. How y'all looking? Y'all looking pretty. Bleh, bleh, bleh. Y'all thirsty? Yeah, yeah, Daddy. You ain't gave us no water since Wednesday. My bad. My bad, man. I had errands to run yesterday. My bad, people. My bad. I don't even think the water hose. Where is the water hose? Is it connected to? Anyway, anyway. All right. Let me see what I skipped. Catnip, comfrey going to seed, lemongrass. The collard greens are fully developing seeds right now. We're gonna harvest these seeds, and I'm starting to notice more of this. See those holes? Those holes come from cabbage moths or cabbage worms, anyway. But that's crazy. I'm very rarely seeing. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I'm very rarely seeing the worms. Like I see a few holes here and there. Oh, here's one. Here's one. Here's a little bit of joker. Let's get an extreme close up on him. Y'all see him? Barely. That's a cabbage worm. And they get bigger. But we gonna rub that out. We ain't even gonna let that. That also means it's time to start treating the garden. Time to break out the backpack sprayer. All right, and the Reaper's bug barrier to put on our plants to keep them safe, because it is preventative, and now would be the time to go ahead and do it before an infestation occurs. This is a nice hyssop. It is starting to go out. I like it. It's pretty. Hopefully, it attracts the pollinators. Sorrel, yarrow. This is more nice hyssop. This one didn't go in the flower just yet. I actually cut the tops off this one. I propagated. So we're gonna see if they take root. Some more kale or maybe collards. Oh man, see, look at it. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. See all this up in here. All them little. Wait, let me zoom in a little bit. See those little dots? Can we see those little dots? Those little dots. Come on, bro. Stand up straight. See those little dots? That's cabbage worm poop. So there is a cabbage worm up in here who is eating well. See? That's a cabbage worm. I'm just going ahead and rub him against the leaf and go ahead and dispatch of him. You can't hang around here, buddy. That's a poop. There's probably more than one. Yep. Couple. Like normally this really wouldn't even be an issue because if we weren't collecting seeds, they wouldn't even be in the garden still. We would have probably put most of this stuff in the garden. But since it is, and I do want the plants to survive until they finish developing seeds, I'm gonna have to start treating. Right here, this beauty here, I think it's called Coreopus. And we have a lot of mint. What kind of mint? Spearmint. Yeah, yeah, a lot of spearmint. And some kale. And some kale. All right, bro, that's about it. As far as the tour, everything's looking good this morning. Oh man, what? So I'm trying to. I'm really being lazy. I'm trying not to go grab that weed eater. Not weed eater. I'm trying not to have to deal with that. With the morning. Like I'm not dread. I am dreading. I don't know why I'm dreading it because there's no sign. I don't have a science for it. And I'm just learning how to use a chainsaw. So it's gonna be a lot of rolling this log in the hole, rolling it out the trench, checking to see if I got it right. Cause I ain't taking no measurements, bro. None. It's just, I'm running with scissors. But the first thing I need to do is cut off a flat section, cut off a section to make this top part. How am I putting this? I need this to be flat at the bottom part. Yeah. Let me just show you. I can't properly explain it. See that? I need to notch it like that. I need to put a bottom lip on it. I guess a flat lip on the bottom, so the top log can sit on it. And so that's a lot of trial and error and rolling this log back and forth. And I don't want to. I'm be for real. Also, I need to sharpen my chainsaw first. It's an electric chainsaw. So you know what, man? Forget it, bro. Let's stop complaining about it. Let's go ahead and start doing it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and grab the extension cord and the files to sharpen things with. Oh, we didn't check these strawberries. We're gonna grab the file. I'm gonna go get some safety glasses. I like my eyeballs. Look at the strawberries. Oh, here is something else I learned about strawberries. Right, I've been growing strawberries for a few years now. Gotten a little bit better at it. I always tell people when I sell new strawberries, or when they decide to purchase strawberries, to pull off all the flowers the first year. And now I have, I guess, physical evidence or proof of why you should. All the strawberries in these terracotta colored pots, that sound like a tongue twister, they are all alpine strawberries, came from the Somerset strawberries out there next to them little bitty short blueberries, right? Now here's the difference in tray on the left, tray on the right. When I pull these out of the ground, right, the ones on the left had flowers on them. The ones on the right did not have flowers on them. I left the flowers on, and as you can see, every one of these that's trying to grow flowers, the plant looks like, ooh, what happened to it? This is why I suggest that you pull off the flowers off your first year strawberries. Because when you leave the flowers on, that plant devotes its energy into the berries, into the fruit, not the plant itself. So the plant looks like, and then you barely get berries. On the other hand, when these were pulled out the ground, they had nothing on them. So they're just not starting to form berries. So that plant had a month or so to devote all this energy into making sure the plant looks good, setting up the solar panels, making sure the infrastructure, the piping, is working right. And now this thing is gonna start putting out berries, and the berries are huge. The berries are pretty big for berries that I've grown at home, not like you buy in the store. I'm gonna just say that. A nice sized berry, no complaints. Um, but the berries from these are gonna look way better than the berries from these, and the plant itself already looks better. So if you're ever wondering, well, I was wondering, now I know for certain. Pull off the berries off your first year plants, so that plant can devote its energy to itself. Because the strawberry is gonna give you strawberries. The plant is gonna give you strawberries productively for about 3 years. But like you can see, every year they put off new babies. So you should never run out of strawberries. So like this, like honestly, like we can go get a little small pot, fill it up with some soil, put this in here and put some weight for it so the wind don't blow it, something don't knock it down, that it stays in contact with the soil. Strawberry and like call it a month. Call it a month. Strawberry will probably be there in a month. My bad, elderberry. Bro, your leaves, see, look at these. See how these leaves will fold? It can close up. It's probably because it's thirsty. Plants will fold its leaves like that when they're too hot, when they need water. That's a way to make less surface give. This is how to prevent. This is how to decrease the amount of surface area that's in contact with the air, because the plant loses water through transpiration, just like we sweat. Plants transpire, so when they get hot and need water, they'll start to fold their leaves over. Now it's definitely not hot out here. It's 40 something degrees, so this is just, hey bro, I'm thirsty and I'm trying to conserve water. Help me. Help me. All right, all right, all right. Let me stop playing. Let me go and get to it, bro. Let's get back to it. All right. Oh my God. All right, all right. First things first. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set y'all down and let y'all look at the garden for a minute while I go run grab some glass. Not taking away my house. People moving around in there, getting ready for work and stuff. Some of us are at work already. Man, bro, stand up. Stop moving. Just stand there. Man, why won't you act right? I'm tired. I probably shouldn't put you on the incline. You know what? Y'all can't look at the garden. My bad. Sit right here and watch this till I walk back out the door. Bro, why is this thing on? I understand. All right. I hear you. My bad, people. Back short. You know what? Let me hit that mute button. My bad. Thank you, Joker. Yes, I was on mute. Been on mute for 5 minutes talking about this. I put myself on mute and forgot I put myself on mute to walk in the house, bro. Bro, I got to say it. All right, let's see if we can get this thing. All I was basically saying was a lot of stuff. Sharpening this chain. I can't believe I said that to nobody. Sharpening this chain just requires um, grabbing you a file. I got this little file set from Amazon, probably 15, 20 bucks. Um, and you're matching the teeth on this chain. Some are on one side, some are on the other side. You just pretty much match the angle of the tooth and just file. You can see the metal starting to look shiny. Now, I'm new to chainsaws. I'm not a chainsaw expert. I'm a straight novice. So if you know of a better way to do it, let me know. But I just, a couple of passes, probably about 10 or 15, looks good. Now, if I made all the passes with all the teeth facing one direction, I turn the chainsaw and then I sharpen the other teeth. Um, Boy, I can't believe I was on mute. Sitting here looking at that mute button. Boy, that's so trash. But yeah, I've sharpened one side, another side. You should always, from what I understand, sharpen your chain before you use it. Doesn't take but like 5 minutes. Can y'all see that? Oh, ooh, I barely. Can't really. Oh, you can't really see that. I had this thing perfect. Then I had to go bump it. Then I had to go bump it. That's a little bit better. This is not the best place to do this. Alright. Alrighty. That is still kind of. No, you can't leave well enough alone, can you, son? No, I can't. Dad, I can't. Alrighty. Back. Chill. And we continue. Man, I done been on mute for a minute. That whole time I was detangling that extension cord. I talk to myself cause there ain't no one to talk to. People ask me why I do what I do. Alright, just about done with this. My bad for that. That ain't even a technical difficulty. My bad for that user. Alright, alright. Alrighty. Turn with me, baby. Gotta be close. I wonder if there's a correlation between the number of teeth on the chain and the length of the chain, or you know what I'm saying? A chain that's supposed to be used for a certain length bar. I've never bought a replacement chain. I don't know how you buy them. I imagine I go in looking for a chain for a 14-inch bar. I honestly don't know. Alright, are we at the beginning yet? How it looks new. Oh, it's new metal. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, you new metal. Oh, you new metal. Oh, you new metal too. Alright, my bad for that. But that is how I sharpen a chainsaw. Let me make sure this gets put back up. Put back at home. Put it back in his home. Alright, now from this point, we're going to fill this thing up with bar oil and start cutting. Now I'm hesitating because I'm working out how do I start this. I'm working out how I start this. There needs to be. I need to kind of have an idea of how much material I need to remove. That's gonna be. Now how this gonna go? Let me get it straight in my head. This top log that I'm sitting on is gonna lay on top of that. That back log will lay on top of it. So I really need them to be side by side so I can have an idea of how much to take off the top. Man, we gonna just guess, cuz we just gonna get it. Like this ain't no science. It ain't gotta be perfect. It ain't gotta be. So we just gonna guess and give it a go. Am I gonna make a good guess? Probably not. But we gonna make a guess. All right, let's see. We're gonna put y'all right here. Ooh, bro, it's incline. It's slope on this backyard, bro. Is that where it needs to be? Ish. Okay. We are going to get some slack on this cord. I'm going to toss it over on this so I don't make a mistake and cut it. Rich. Let's put this here. Yeah. We can gonna get started. I found out I don't like certain things. I just don't like doing, but once I get started, that's all it needs. It's for me to get started. Really? I was about to go get some pliers. Alright. I hope this don't be too loud for you guys. If it gets too loud, man, just say it in the chat, and then I go back on mute because I like talking on mute. It seems. It seems I love to talk on mute. Wait, what's the time? We got a couple more minutes. We can at least get started. We can make a couple tips. So this is how this log is gonna sit in here, more or less. Think. So it really needs to be at the end of this shrink this way. It needs to be this log needs to be further this way. Yes, I need to move it. I'm gonna slide it. And then I'm gonna try to cut off. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna be doing something. Looking at this log, I think I need to move. You know what? I'm gonna start like half. Cause I can always cut off more material. I can't really add much back. And then I should measure this so I know about how wide to make this. You know what I'm saying? But I'm probably not gonna keep going back and forth with that. And we're gonna eyeball this thing. Let's put one of these. Let's put this little loop up in here like this. I got that from my shop teacher. Put that loop in there so you won't disconnect yourself. If you want nobody trip, disconnect you. You know, do other carpenters do that? I have no clue. Makes sense to me. Okay. Let's see if I can slide this out. So what is it? There we go. That's gonna be cool. And we gonna kind of guesstimate this thing. We gonna do this like this. We gonna do this like that. It's somewhere up in here. So I'm probably gonna make it a little bit bigger because I'm out. So we're gonna start with. We're gonna start with one of these.
may be a better way to do this, but your boy don't know it. So it may be better to and then you gotta get used to the chainsaw, because the chain is making the chainsaw, physical chainsaw, wanna go one way or the other. Now we're gonna go like this. First I'm gonna get a secure foot. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have a good foundation. Bad things gonna happen if you're not stable. Let's try this. Once I keep that thing out of there, you gotta be careful. I think this kind of like a plunge cut. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I probably need to put some force up in my thing. But I'm probably not going to be doing it. Just do this stuff. Because first of all, from my understanding, for me using a chainsaw, I don't put much effort into the chainsaw. I'm actually doing most of the work this thing. Giving it a good angle and enough pressure to kind of keep that going. Now, again, what I don't know, just trying to make it easy. You know, for whatever reason, I feel like I should be done with this. I feel like me not knowing what I'm doing is making this take longer. I don't know that to be true or not, though. But, yeah, we're going to see. We're really debating. Let's do this. Let's go around to this side. Let's kind of continue this along. Continue this cut. Oh, Quaid. And like, that's how I feel inside, bro. No, no BS. Let's see. I'm so excited. I'm proud of myself, bro. I'm proud of myself. The first time I did that, bro, that was not that quick. I'm pretty sure it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like when I roll this one over, I'm pretty sure I need to take off more meat because this log is not as thick as this log, so it kind of sit level. But first cut out the way. Not complaining. A little rough right there. Kind of like a chip. Probably not a good idea. Hey, we'll deal with this. It's past 8 for sure. That's cool. That's cool. Deal. Appreciate for the lone person to hang out with your boy. Yeah. That's new inspiration right there. I might go ahead and finish this. I should have been done with this a week ago, honestly. Last week, my hip was hurting half the week from walking on concrete, I believe. Walking barefoot on concrete, I believe. Um, so, yeah. My homebro brought the tiller back. He said he couldn't get it started. I was able to get it started when he brought it back. I think it's just, you know, I got it from somebody else used. All it was just trying to give it some throttle while trying to start it. That seemed to be the thing. So what does that mean mechanically? I don't know. First thought was maybe the carb needs to be cleaned. Maybe it's choking for gas because it can't get enough gas. So, and I hadn't cleaned that carb but like once. I just do regular maintenance on it, like change the oil, um, check the tubing. I replaced all the plumbing, and I think I bought a carburetor for the tilt for the weed eater. I have tuned it. I've taken it apart to clean it, so I need to do that again. I need to practice anyway. All right, so I know how this goes. I appreciate everybody for showing up. Holla at your boy on IG, TikTok, um, on Insta. I suck at this with 2 extra S's at the end. So let's go ahead and outro this thing. Get up out of here, y'all. Too much going on in my head at one time. So all right, let's do this. Create more than you consume. And you don't have to suck at this because I do. Y'all have a good one, all right? Peace.